What's the deal? What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Let me make sure we're looking good over here. Get it posted here on X here. And pin that to my profile here. What up, what up, what up, Pat? What's going on? Hopefully this don't lag me out. I'm trying a little something new real quick. But I actually wasn't gonna go live, but I said forget it, right? I'll go live for a little bit and get out of here. Quick drive by, but I think it is lagging me. We'll see, right? We'll see. We'll see how this works out for right now. Gonna be a pretty busy day for me. Let me get this shared up in a couple spots here. Yeah, man. You did go off on them. I hit the man, that was a plus 4,000, man. I only put $5 on it, but Jesus Christ, I wish I would have known that. More shit. I would have put more, man. I got about 200 out of that. It was a plus 4,000, so shout out to that, right? Bulls beat them by 26 points or better. That was lit, but it is what it is, right? I had a feeling. I was telling my son, Bulls finna get ready to go off on their ass. So look like the Bulls building out their little core that they're gonna be rolling with. Excuse me. So it's gonna be fun to see. That's why I've been wanting them to blow that shit up, man. Been wanting them to blow that up so they can go ahead and get busy with the rest of the with the squad, with the rest of the squad, man. Check out. I got another monitor right here, so let me see what's been going on. Trey Young probable. Carl Anthony doesn't practice. Cole Anthony, I'm sorry. Alvarado available to play. Nisi out. Zion out. Okay, so that's interesting right there. Let me take this out here. It's Sunday. College is on. Wasn't going to record today, but hey, I'll give you guys. I will. I'll just spit out a few things, right? Hopefully this can be quick. So, first and foremost, we got New Orleans Pelicans here at Detroit Pistons here for 228 over under in this spot. Now, like I said, we do have. Let me see. Let me get over here. This could be an interesting game because these teams just played, right? They just played. I think on the 10th. So, Zion, he got busy. Uh, The rest of the team didn't do shit. I think they lost probably about 40, right? So I'm looking for this game to be more competitive than the last game, for damn sure of that. Like I said, as you can see here, this game here, it was 81 to 127. Zion did end up having 40, 30, as you can see, but I'm looking for this game to be a little bit more competitive, right? So hold on. 1 second. Um, so with the injuries out here, I'll tell you what. Uh, Historically, we know that we target power forwards versus this defense for the Pistons, right? Uh, Look at points wise here. Detroit is giving up the second most points to power forwards, right? Don't know, remember what the starting lineup was, but Zion went out there and gave them 30. So that's one thing that we definitely that we know. We've always known that, right? He's giving up the second most points over the course of the season. They will give up some threes too. So looking at Kelly O here, he'll be at the power forward spot. He can wreak havoc in certain times here. So do I have him set to the side here? Kelly O. No, I don't. Right. So let me put his points to the side because lo and behold, at the end of the day, his points is in play, right? And then you look at numbers without Zion here. Uh, and there's no Misi either, so that's another thing. But let's see. Zion, without Zion here. Double digit points and at least double digit points, right? His points probably sitting at 11 and a half. He's at least had double digit points. And so when did he get here? Let me see. Right. So he got here he probably was here on the 28th, right? Not the 5th. This 5th, not the 5th. Right, the 28th. So from the 28th on, he's had double digit points in every game. So let's give it up for that at least, right? So and that's when he started right here, this Phoenix game. Not started, but that's when the without Zion narrative started. In those games, he's had 4 assists or better. He's hit this line, and then the rebounds, meh, right? But um, you get it, right? So you can look at his points. He can make plays, right? Is there some blowouts? Yes, yeah, because they just got blown out. But something just telling me they might not blow these guys out. Who knows, right? So that's one thing. Kelly O points. I put him to the side. If you want to get that, be my guest. If you want to live bet it, you think he's doing good, you can get the live spot. Then that's something you can take a look at as well. Just remember, the spot has been there for the power forward spot, right? We've historically played this number. Uh, um, and Bruce Brown. You got your Bruce Browns. He's put up his points per sitting at 10.5. 3 of his last 4 games, he's went over this number at 14, 15, and 19. He's in play. There's going to be a lot of usage just not going to be there, right? CJ McCollum, he should have the green light. Yesterday, he went 1 for 7. Last game, he went 1 for 7 for 3. Don't expect him to do that again, but at the end of the day, it is what it is. Alvarado is another spot that I target this Detroit Piston team at through the point guard. Looking at the point guard numbers here, for Detroit, they are given over the course of the season, they're giving up the 6 most points. And then if you look at the 3 pointers made, this is over the course of the season here. Looking at the 3 pointers made, Detroit is fourth, right? And you can see some of these numbers here. I mean, they can give up a few rebounds, whatever the case may be, but points plus rebound, well, threes are something that you can look at there. And I imagine Alvarado will have a few extra shots. Now, looking at this team, who's going to be in position and things like that. Makovic, right? He'll be in position. He has to deal with Duran, though, right? He'll be in position to play the 5 here. Duran, I took his double double. I took his rebounds at 10.5 last night, right? Um, Got it at a decent number, probably a really decent number. During his number, and I think I played this double double. I don't know, but he's going to be forced into this role here. If you can look at numbers here without, let's say without Misi. 27 minutes, 25 minutes versus San Antonio Spurs, 12 and 11, which was a double double, and he pulled off that, and that was a plus 500. So you never know. But his rebound proper sitting at 6.5. If you want to get that, be my guest. He will be in position. Don't know if he's going to get there, but he will be in position. Might do a little simple same game parlay for this game, but who knows, right? The guy that's gonna be that you can look at off the bench here would probably be somebody like Hawkins, and I forget whoever else. But Hawkins, he'll be coming in and playing a decent amount of minutes as well for the New Orleans Pelicans. Cade Cunningham, you can look at for whatever you want to look at: rebounds, assists, double double, triple double. You can look at whatever you want to look at for him. Malik Beasley, the threes, right? 3.5 threes, 4.5. No Anthony Hardaway. So Malik Beasley will be out there letting it fly, right? He'll be out there letting it fly. He went 3 for 12 last time these two teams played, but at the end of the day, after that, 5 for 10, 5 for 11, he'll be out there letting it fly. So the threes at 3.5 is definitely a go. He just got to get there. Thompson, whatever you want to do, right? His rebound sitting at 4.5. He's got 4 rebounds or more in 9 straight games prior to this last game. So even if you want to shake it down, be my guest at the end of the day for his rebounds. The team is giving up the rebounds and the team is depleted. I lean towards the over rebounds for him. Probably won't get there. The 4, maybe. Um, um, Tobias Harris, I think he had his hands full with Zion last game. So at the end of the day here, how many fouls did he have that game? Didn't have that many fouls, but he probably did have his hands full with them. Whatever you want to do with him, though, be my guest. I can see instances where, I mean, he'll probably be matched up with somebody like if Kelly O gets to start, he'll probably be matched up with Kelly O. We'll see. And then, he can stretch him out. He could probably hit a 3 or 2 here and there. You never know what can happen, man. I don't know if I'm going to bet on him, but, it is what it is. Like I said, I took his rebounds, right? And the double-double, what is the numbers on the double-double? Minus 120. I couldn't talk you off of that. There's some blowout risk. That's why he hadn't been getting there and stuff like that. But it is what it is, right? Um, Even his points at 12.5. As a team here, I could have just did this here and just gave you guys the rundown for the New Orleans Pelicans in general. They're giving up the 5th most points in general. Rebounds, New Orleans Pelicans are giving up the 4th most rebounds. Assists, New Orleans Pelicans are giving up the 3rd most assists. And the threes, New Orleans Pelicans are giving up the 2nd most threes. The top 3, top 4 in on all the major offensive statistical categories. So go figure. I wasted a lot of time on that. I didn't say wasted, but good same game parlay atmosphere. If you're looking for a low number, plus 100, plus 200, something like that, be my guest. Another game with another tanking team. With a tanking team, we're going to look at the Cleveland Cavaliers. Oh, but you know what though? Um, 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 in the absence of shit, I gotta go back now. Do I got it up there? Okay, so I got Dennis Schroeder up there, right? The 1.5 threes at plus money and the 9.5 points. Last game, in the absence of Tim Hardaway Jr., he went out there and played 30 minutes. Blowouts, he's going to get blowout run, right? So sneaky play here, 1.5 threes and the 9.5 points. So it is what it is, right? And he hit his assist prop as well. He's going to get minutes at the 1. He's going to get minutes at the 2. Might mess around and get minutes at the 3. He played 30 minutes last game versus Dallas. Darius Garland. Okay, so versus the Utah Jazz. All right, so the Utah Jazz, we know Markkanen is out, and we got Markkanen out, and we also have Collins out, right? So that's one thing there. Let me refresh this. Underdog NBA so I can get some injury news. Okay, same old shit. All right, so um, I like to target guards here versus this team, but there's blowout risk here, or there could be good game risk here, right? So that's one thing. The 2.5 rebounds are in play for somebody like Darius Garland, but I probably won't get there, and the assists, right? You could also look at his rebounds plus assists sitting at 9.5. Historically here, I think he's been hitting his assist prop historically versus this team and the rebounds. Last time these two teams played, he had 8 assists. He's got 8 assists or better in 3 of his last 4 games. So 6.5 assists there is not out of the realm of possibilities, and or his rebounds plus assists if you feel like this game could get out of hand. So I do like Darius Garland in a sense. Donovan, what's up, girl? What you doing? What's up, though?
What's that on the wall?
What's what? That's this nigga. What you want, though?
Oh, nothing.
I was going this motherfucker got to go do that test. I was gonna take him do some little, I know the route for the what's the name, but I was gonna take him in my car and your car and have him switch a few lanes.
He need to practice his turning too.
Turning getting better. Turning getting better. Turning getting better.
I know
the test is Wednesday, sir. You ain't finna turn it on right now. I got about 20 more minutes.
No, I was gonna set it up. You ain't gonna hear nothing.
Oh, it don't matter. Go ahead, do what you're gonna do. It don't matter. You turn it on.
They can't see us, can they?
Yeah, they can see you.
Oh my goodness.
Y'all see the family, right? Nah, they can't see you.
I was gonna say. No,
What's up? Russell Rivers said, "What's good, fam? I need a 3-leg banger, $10 for 10K." Hell no. Hey, no, we could probably figure something out. You never know. But I'm just doing a drive-by right now, fam. But it might be some spots. You never know. So Donovan Mitchell here, going up against his old team, whatever the case may be. You know the deal. But at the end of the day here, we know that who maxing their rebounds. I have to see, bro. I have to see. But right now, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, the defense. I mean, Utah. We know they're doing a little tanking here, so it's like whatever you want to do, man. I did put the 3.5 rebounds to the side for Max Struss. He's over this number in 7 of 10. Defense giving it up at 8 of 10. So I did put that to the side, but and he actually hit this number in 7 straight games at 3.5. So I put that number to the side, but it ain't like this game here. This team is tanking, man. So whatever you want to do. Historically, Mobley has gotten busy versus this team here. Last 2 games, 21, 22, 10 rebounds, a double-double, 3 for 5 for 3. So, he looks good. I'll probably just go ahead and try to pull me out a few things for a same-game parlay and get out of there, right? Jared Allen, have been messing with his rebounds. He's been kind of disappointing in that area. He's got a tough rebounding matchup today, so we'll see what's going to happen. Another same-game parlay atmosphere for this game. Even though I would say that neither one of these backcourts, I don't like neither one of these backcourts defensively. You can get somebody like Clarkson coming there getting busy on these boys, right? Sexton can come in here and get busy on these boys. So we can have a backcourt fight going on here. So don't forget about Colin Sexton and Jordan Clarkson, right? These guys might bring their A game today. But the rest of these guys, I can't fuck with them. I'm just letting you know that right now. Walker Kessler, I can see instances where you get to his rebounds, but I probably won't go there, right? Truth be told, I probably won't go there. He did have about 16 rebounds on December 23rd when they played, but like I said, I probably won't go there, truth be told. Now, the Hornets and Miami Heat, very interesting game right here. Historically, what I like to do here, you guys already know where I'm going. I like to target the point guards here, right? So we capitalized off that last game. We came to Fred VanVleet, and for Fred VanVleet, right? He went out there and hit like 7 threes, at least 7 threes, but he didn't get there in his assists. And I could tell because he was cooking, right? So I took his threes, I took his assists. Here, as you can see, point guard position right here. Miami giving up the second most threes to the point guard position over the course of the season, and the assists, Miami are giving up the third most assists to the point guard position. So there you have that. I was looking at LaMelo Ball for the rebounds. He had been rebounding the ball pretty well. He's over his rebound line at 4.5 and 6 of his last 10 games. Versus Miami, you can look at his numbers right here. Versus Miami, he's over this number in every game versus Miami somehow. These teams just played. This would be the 4th and final game of this year, and he's went over this line at 4.5 rebounds versus Miami this game. In two of those games, he had well, one of these games this year, he had 10 rebounds. So Russell, that's he could be a rebound candidate for you, right? So at the end of the day, it is what it is. The assist prop, he's hit the assist prop at 7.5 once this season. He had 10 last time he played him on March 10th, and then he had 15 points. The three ball for him has been kind of off, right? Been kind of off. I don't know what it is with that situation, but two of his last three games lately, 7 for 11 for three, 5 for 10 for three, and then, like I said here, all he has to do is go out there and make his threes because Miami gives them up. They're giving up the second most threes to the 3 point to the point guard position. When he goes out there and takes them threes, he has to go out and make it. The last game these two teams played was actually, I want to say it was a good game. I'll take a look at the numbers here. 105 to 102. Charlotte ended up winning that game. The usage for everybody was concentrated, right? 29 minutes for Mark Williams. He put up 24 and 10. LaMelo 15 and 10. 10 assists. Bridges, he shot the ball 19 times. He hit 5 threes. He had 35 points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds. LaMelo, Mark Williams, and Miles Bridges. That's what I mean by concentrated usage. Those guys being in there, those guys getting all the usage. We knowing where it comes from. They just have to go out there and perform. Um, Daquan Jeffries, he's carved himself a role out. He played 34 minutes this game right here. He ended up having only 8 points, but he did go over his 3 point prop. So Daquan Jeffries would be right here, and he's been playing some ball, man. Last 5 of his last 6 games, he's over his point line at 8.5, 11, 14, 19, 13, 20. Remember, everybody would be healthy for this game or should be in for this game. You can look at him at either points or the threes. He's over his three line in 6 of his last 7 games at 1.5 at plus 110. He's gonna have to go out there and make the three. Now, the minutes he's playing, decent amount of minutes, right? 23, 33, 32, 30, whatever the case may be. He's averaging 29 minutes in his last 10. He's got to go out there and get busy, right? The defense giving up this low point line at 8.5 and 8 of their last 10. So the number is low enough, but his usage can be very low. He only has a 13% usage rate. So if he doesn't get that, it's because he's probably going to have a lower usage rate. You got to decipher if you want to take his threes or you want to take his points or you just want to fade him. So it is what it is, man. Miles Bridges, he's got a 28% usage rate over the last 10. He's going to be out there shooting the ball. Miles Bridges, he's going to be shooting it, man. That's what he do. He's cutting into a lot of LaMelo Ball usage, and Mark Williams is sometimes he pops out, sometimes he don't, man. But if we feel like he can get 29 minutes here, I like him, right? I like him. But I don't know what I'm gonna do in this spot. Tell you the truth, I don't know what I'm gonna do in this spot. Um, the LaMelo Ball rebounds, that I'm definitely gonna play that, right? I'm definitely gonna play that. I have that set to the side. But for the rest of these guys, Wiggins been playing good. I just ain't been betting on him, man. I haven't. Now he's over his. The defense has given up this. Now this defense has given up this 3 point line and 5 straight games at 3-3. So that's very, very interesting to see, right? It's very interesting to see. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. You'll have to figure it out because I know I probably won't get there, right? Even some of these numbers be all green like that, I still don't get to it. It's a preference thing for me. I'm gonna take a rain check on the rest of this game, and I do need to finish this up because I don't want to be streaming that long. And I'll take another look at. I mean, I'll take a look at this San Antonio Spurs guy. What up, Ed? What's going on? Yeah, we back at their heads. Shout out to you, man. That nice parlay you hit yesterday, man. That was very nice. Um, let me refresh this injury news right here. See what we got. See what we got. Something telling me my icon is a little too big. Let me pull it down a little bit, bro. I'll pull it down like that. I think that'll be serviceable. Trey Young still probable. Okay, we still dealing with the same injury
M
news.
O
All right, so
T
what are we doing here, man?
N
Toronto tanking.
I
Let's go over here with.
U
Let's take a look and see who's
E
in and out because I forget.
2
Toronto.
0
Ingram
0
out. Quickly out.
6
Poto out. I was about to say Grady out. Boy. I was about to say I was about to have a pause moment. Um, appreciate the super chat, man. Love it, man. Thanks for the donation, man. I love that, man. Thanks. Um, what was you looking at, sir? Hey, so Walter is questionable. All right, so um, on top of the tanking, man, because I've seen Toronto take out. Yeah, that was definitely that was a pre-pause right there. I was definitely seeing. Now I just seen them take Barnes out. Remember that game versus um um remember that game versus Portland, and Scotty Barnes didn't even go out there and play the fourth quarter. He probably played a little bit of it. They tanking, man. So just keep that in mind when it's all said and done. After you get ready to make your plays and stuff like that, remember they still
O
tanking. So that's one thing.
N
That's the
I
whatever you call these guys, the Toronto
Q
Raptors. San Antonio Spurs, I don't know what they're doing, right? So that's one thing. That's another thing right there.
dot 0
So,
8 1
yeah, Ed said, yeah, he played like the first half, right?
A
So, let's get right to it.
yada
Chris
yada
Paul here. Um, you know, I'm salty that I hadn't been playing this assist prop, but you just never know when he gonna burn you, bro. You never know when he gonna burn you. Whatever you want to do with him, be my guest. I'm just gonna keep on save some time. Castle, right? When we zigged, he zagged. He went out there and got what 14 assists. I was on his points. I don't know what to do now. No, though he did take 14 shots. In this spot here, I mean, I couldn't talk off his points, but man, he went out there and had 14 assists. That was wild as hell, man. His assist props in at 4.5. He scared me with this. I don't know what to do now. You can look at his points plus assists or whatever, but long story short, the usage will be there for him, right? I might fall back from betting on him. Devin Vassell, I will definitely look at him for threes always, right? I know he likes to shoot the three. 2.5 threes not at rim possibilities and or his points. You can look around at the halftime. He don't have no threes. Then come around, he's gonna hit. He got three later on. He's over this number in 7 of his last 10 games. This is what he's been doing. This is who he is. I like the threes for him. So I can see instances where he gets there. Um, Harrison Barnes is a no for me. He's on the DNB list, especially for rebounds. The threes, that's another story. He's over in 8 of 10. I like the spot for him. I can see instances where he gets there. So I don't mind the 1.5 threes for him. Jeremy Sohan is going out there playing the center position, undersized. So we'll see what's going to happen. His numbers are in play. 35 minutes last game. He had 23 and 9. He should get busy versus a tanking team, right? He can get busy versus a tanking team. Uh, just look for these type of numbers for him going forward. They really want him to be. They want him to be great, right? Points in the paint. That's interesting, right? Looking at his numbers here, the last 2 games he's taken 10 and 16 shots. I guess that's because he's been playing the five. And then this team will not have Podol today, so the paint could be vulnerable. That's interesting. Let me go look at something real quick. Shot profile, points in the paint. Let's take a look at that. Over the course of the season here, Toronto, where do they rank? They're around the middle of the pack. Okay, let's take a look at. Okay, all right, whatever. All right, just had to run a check on that. Now MLB starts Thursday. I will be done with the NFL, with the NBA. Done with it. It's over. No, it ain't over, but all the streams gonna be MLB. So giving you guys a head up. So the people who don't know about MLB, they'll get a chance to learn. They'll get a chance to learn, and we'll get a chance to try to continue to try to fuck these books up. But um, whatever you want to do with somebody like Sohan, he's definitely in play, right? 17 field goal attempts last game. Yeah, his points prop sitting at 15. You taking 17 shots, your points prop at 15. I'm gonna have some interest in it, right? So I'll lean towards the over. Only thing I don't like about this here is this team. They don't play. This Toronto team. I don't like the pace that they play. They play pretty slow. So Jamal Shead, now we will he'll be running the point or whatever the case may be, but you still got Scotty out there. You still gonna have Scotty out there. You still gonna have RJ Barrett out there. These guys can run the point also, so they could take a hit for somebody like Jamal Shead. He's probably gonna get a chance to hit his open three, which he's over 4 or 5. I mean 3 or 4. But at the end of the day, it could be in play because this defense is giving up the 1.5 threes in 8 of their last 10 games recently. So you get a plus 140 for 2 threes. If you're feeling froggy, just go ahead and take it, right? 1.5 threes. You'll have guys like RJ Barrett and Scotty Barnes out there making plays for as long as possible. And if they decide to tank the fourth quarter or something like that, I'm quite sure Jamal Shead will be out there. So he's somebody that'll probably finish off trying to take, carry the torch. So that just about sums it up for that. I didn't look at his numbers without Isaiah quickly. I'll put that up there and let's take a look and see. They don't look that sexy, right? But I don't really. 2 threes, at plus 140, I might take a stab at that. Because the defense is giving it up, as you can see. Like I said, they're giving it up in 8 of their last 10 and 10.5 points in 7 of their last 10. So it's something that I might entertain. I already have a filter here without Podol and without Quickly for Barrett. The points been looking good, 7 of 10. Whatever the case may be, whatever you want to do with RJ Barrett, do you think he's going to get his full allotment of minutes and usage? And then, it's 21.5 points in a spot like this is too low, though. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't know if I got it set to the side. I will put it to the side just to give myself a mental note. Abaji is a guy that would go out there and hit the 1.5 threes, right? He'll go out there and hit the 1.5 threes for sure. We don't have lines out for him, so I'm gonna skip it. And then Scotty Barnes. In the absence of Quickly and Jacoperto, he's played point guard a lot, right? So in the absence without them, 7 of his last 8 games, he's went over this assist line. I'm just pointing it out, right? We know Scotty can go out there and Scotty can be a triple double threat, right? In a spot like this, playing small with somebody like what's his rebound prop? 7.5. Okay, of course, right. What about versus this team? Let's see. How many rebounds? I'll select that. So 3 straight games. Historically, he's had 9, 11, and 9 rebounds versus this team. This team will be small. He almost had a triple double. Oh, he sold it, man. How do you go out there and play? How do you go out there and play 30 minutes, 7 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists? Scotty be having the weirdest lines, man. He weird as fuck. But at the end of the day, triple double. He is a triple double candidate. He'll go out there and get one when you least expect it. And then the center position, I don't know if Castleton's going to play the center or Orlando will play the center. But at the end of the day, you can look at those guys' rebounds. I just had to go through that game. The Boston game here. Don't know who's going to be in and out here, right? Last time these two teams played, this was the 40-40 joint, right? Well, White had 40, Pritchard had 40. That's one thing. Tatum questionable, Brown out, Porzingis questionable, Holiday questionable. So I want to know who's going to be in and out. I'll refresh this X over here so I can see if I got any injury news right here on the monitor. Still don't have any injury news. Got to see what's going to happen with the injury news in this spot. And then Portland, we just about know what we're going to do with Portland. One spot I will go to would be I think it was Anthony Simons who missed his last game here. So Anthony Simons, it would be you could look at his threes for sure at 3.5. It would probably be It's the assist prop at 3.5, which this defense is giving up this 3.5 assists and this 2.5 rebounds. Um,
What school is it?
the rebounds at 8 of 10 to the point guard,
Oh,
and
okay.
then the assists in 9 of 10, right? And you could also combo them up if you wanted to, and get to the rebounds and assists combo, where they've given the rebounds and assists up in 9 of their last 10 games to the point guard position. So the spot is good for him. I like the spot for him. A lot of jump shots, a lot of bricks and stuff like that to be had. This team shoot a lot of threes, so it's going to be a lot of rebound opportunities. Shaded Sharp, you know, his numbers are sharp, right? The line is always sharp for him. It's at 17 and a half right now. 23 points in the absence of last game, in the absence of Anthony Simons, but he went out there and did his thing. The points, his points prop is always sharp. Look at his numbers: 21, 17, 16, 17, 23. His points prop's in at 17 and a half. It's sharp. The books are right there in the vicinity. Um, the spot for his threes is there. Last time these two teams played, he did go over his threes. He did have 25 points. The defense has given up that three ball and at 6 of his last 10 games at 2.5 to his position. So if you want to get to his threes, be my guest. But I still want to see what the injury news is going to be looking like. Tumani Camaro, that 1.5 threes and that points prop, we discussed this last time. He's been going over, and he's been going over at a ladder, in a ladder consistency, like at least from his points prop to like 15 points. That's normally why I like to ladder things up by 5. Sometimes I ladder them up, point after point after point, but you get the drift. At the end of the day here, he went out there versus Boston, hit his points prop. Then he hit two threes. He's over his two threes line in 6 of his last 10 games, including the defense giving it up in 6 of their last 10 games. In order to stay in this game, more than likely you're going to have to shoot the three versus Boston. So that's one thing right there. His threes and points are in play. Jeremy Grant doubtful. Going to see what's going to happen with Clingan. More than likely, Cleveland can get ran off the floor depending on who plays. So it is what it is. Avija. Avija has been on one. The 1.5 threes, I have that set to the side as well for him. He's over this number in 6 straight games. The Boston Celtics will give this number up in 6 of their last 10 games. It is what it is. Yes, sir. Denny, you already know, right? He's been balling. The center position, I'm not even going to address it. I want to see what's going to happen. More than likely, he might get his ass ran off the floor. So we'll see what's going to happen, right? And then Kristaps Porzingis, the parlay piece, the 1.5 threes, I definitely like that. 76ers and Atlanta, another tankathon, right? So whatever you want to do here, it's a back-to-back for Atlanta here. Trade is probable, so you ain't got to worry about that. Can I cover the early slate? I did. Go back and rewind it. You can go ahead and go back and rewind it, right? I covered it. One important thing you want to know about that one is in the absence of um, Tim Hardaway Jr. Um, um, what's the boy name? Dennis Schroeder, right? He's going to come in and play minutes at the 1, 2, and probably the 3. But I know he's going to play minutes at the 1 and 2. He played 30 minutes. He played 30 minutes last game, right? He played 30 minutes last game. So he hit his points, his 1.5 assists at plus money and on FanDuel, and he hit his assist prop. Not saying he's going to do that now, but y'all get the drift. He's in play. Jared Butler, right here, I ain't fucking with him. I ain't even gonna lie. Even though this is a good spot for him, everything, as you can see, the green and all that, I probably still not fucking with him. But in this matchup, maybe I should, right? Pace up matchup, forced to play. They hurt. They hurt, forced to play. Maybe I might have to reiterate my thoughts, right? This might be the get money game right here. Who knows? Because, like I said, 2.5 rebounds. He's over this line in 6 of his last 10 games. The defense has given it up in 8 of their last 10. Uh, I mean, he's over his threes at 1.5 and 4 of 10. The defense has given it up in 7 of 10 and raw points in 7 of 10. So you never know. Jared Butler might be in play. Um, Quentin Grimes is forced to play minutes. So you don't need too much analysis in this game. We know Atlanta plays very fast. We know Quentin Grimes is going to take his shots 20, 21, 27, 19, 23, 25. Those are his shot attempts in the last 6, 7 games. We know what he's coming to do. Justin Edwards has been playing some ball, right? Points prop sitting at 13.5. He's crushed it. 18, 19, 25, 4 threes. The pace up matchup here. Do we got any numbers versus this team here? They played on March 10th somehow. He only played 20 minutes on March 10th. I don't know what happened there, but it is what it is, right? Let's see. So looking at March 10th right here is where he played 20 minutes, then 22 versus Toronto, and then 21 versus Dallas. But then after that, 39, 30, 38. Just got to recognize the patterns. Hey, you could go out there and test them for 14 points or 15 points. 15 points will get you in the plus money range, or you could test them at the threes. It's sitting at 1.5 as a parlay piece, so you can take them at 2.5, right? Some shit like that. He's the only guy I've really been betting on here, Justin Edwards. Chuma Okeke, don't even know where he even came from. I know he was at Orlando for a little while. Let me see. He played 31 minutes last game. One thing about Chuma Okeke, I've always known about Chuma Okeke, he can steal. He got defense, right? He can go out there and steal the ball, right? So I always know he had decent steal. So, one assist, one steal, 0 steals. So he had a block and 2 steals last game. So Chuma Okeke can go out there and get some steals, right? And he went 4 5 for 3 versus OKC. Interesting. Interesting. I want to see what his line's going to be, if it's going to have some lines out. And Yabusele, just keeping an eye out on the rotations and the minutes. Three of the last 4 games he played 30 minutes, right? OKC probably got their ass beat up. He played 19 minutes, but we know he can hit the three. And the rebound is just sitting at 6.5. It's kind of low. It's kind of low, right? Versus Atlanta, he went out there and played 28 minutes. What happened that game? What happened that game? Atlanta probably blew their ass out. It was 123 to 132, so that was decent though. Grimes had 35. Council had 19. There's no Lonnie Walker today, so that's good for Justin Edwards minutes. Dotwin. Is Dotwin playing? I don't think Dotwin is in. You got to know. You got to know who's in and out because that's very important. Dotwin. Dotwin is in. Okay. They tanking too, man. So whatever, man. At the end of the day, but these can be some good money spots. Get money spots. You take a swack at their ass for about $5 or $10, and if things go your way, you cook it, right? Dyson Daniels. So Trey is whatever you want to do with Trey, right? One thing I will say about Trey, he's been cooking for the points in the points category as of late. He has been cooking in the points category. I give him his props. Him and the center, I forget his name. I'll get to him in a second. But they've been cooking. 28, 31, 25, 17, 35, 36. Whatever you want to do for him. Dyson Daniels, a thief. On top of everything he does, he's a thief. His steals, he's killing it. 3, 3, 4, 3, 4, 2, 5, 1, 2, 3. He's a thief, right? Definitely good for same game. For fantasy scores and shit like that. Zachary Ricochet. Despite everything in it, and even in the blowout, I think you can look at his threes. I'll be taking his 1.5 threes. It's a parlay piece, probably at a minus 200 or something like that, but I'll be taking his threes, right? Versus a tanking team, I'm definitely going there at at least 1.5. He's the young boy. They want to see him go out there and, do something. He's a no. A Gay, he's a no. A Kongwu, he's been balling. He's been balling. Had 15 points versus this team. His points prop sitting at 18 right now. I don't know, man. A double-double for him. Let's see. Minus 155.
Where is Steve at?
He's in play. Um, we have Houston Rockets and Denver Nuggets, right? So we know there's no Joker for this one. Braun questionable, Gordon questionable, Strother out. Then on the Houston side, everybody should be good to go on the Houston side, truth be told. Damn, they healthy. Well, um, I don't know what happened last game, right? Jamal Murray goes out there and takes 10 shots. Let me see how many shots did Westbrook play. I wonder if Jamal Murray had an attitude. Let me see. Westbrook only took 13 shots, so it is what it is. Portland, they play kind of slow, man. Straight up. They play kind of slow. That's Mackey. Okay, I see. Um, so let me switch this back to who the fuck is that boy name? Man, I got a brain fart, man. Jamal Murray. Oh yeah, that's right. Jamal Murray. Oh, he's up there. Okay. I'm tripping. So I mean, whatever you want to get to, man. I can't. I mean, what you want me to say? What you want me to do? Right? I don't like this matchup. If Houston got any more defense in the tank, I don't like this matchup, man. He's over his his rebound line at three and fourth without the Joker. This is numbers without the Joker. He's over his rebound line in four straight games. I mean, 7 of his last 10 games. The 3-point line. The usually going to be there for him. Does he want to take it? Right. I'm kind of disappointed on what he did versus Portland, but it is what it is, right? But the 3.5 rebounds been there for him. I mean, what do you want to do with him, man? I could, if you want to get to his 19.5 points, I don't mind it, right? He should have one of the best matchups, right? I would say, I mean, because you got who's going to guard him, right? They're going to put Fred on him, or they're going to put Thompson on him, and then you got to think about that, because then I think Westbrook would be starting. I believe Westbrook's starting. Then who they're going to put on Westbrook? They're going to put who is Fred? That's what you got to figure out. Who is Fred going to guard? Is he going to guard Jamal Murray? Is he going to guard Westbrook? Those are things I'll leave you with, right? But at the end of the day, I mean, if they can find a way to keep this game competitive, then I mean Denver. It's whatever you want to do. It ain't like I got no super prop or nothing. To tell you the truth, I don't have a super prop. To tell you the truth, so whatever you want to do, man. I ain't even gonna lie. Even Aaron Gordon, right? He's gonna have his hands full. This is where it's gonna be interesting at because last time these two teams played, there was no Joker and there was no Aaron Gordon, right? And I think Shingun almost we go to it. Shingun almost had a triple double and things like that, right? So Aaron Gordon's gonna have to go up against Shingun today if he plays the five. We'll see if they're gonna tweak this, right? Why would I mean who they play? They play Portland. You could get away with you can't really I mean I guess you can get away with it versus Portland. Klingon is I don't even know if Klingon played. Let me see something. And they took an L. Let me see. Klingon didn't even play that game, so definitely you could have definitely pulled it off, which they did. He played the five, but the Lakers, yeah, you could pull it off versus the Lakers. The Warriors, you could have pulled it off versus the Warriors. I mean, they ain't played a lot of teams where they could pull that shit off at. They have, but today I don't know, right? So long story short, Fred VanVleet, right? Guards, they're over their 3 point line. This is what he's going to do. He's going to let it fly. They're over their 3 point line at 6 of 10. They're over their rebound line at 3.5 and 6 of 10. Uh, uh, he's over his 3 point line as of late since he's been back. 3 of his last 4 games. And the assist line for him is sitting at 5.5, and teams are over 5 of 10. Looking at the defense here versus point guards here over the course of the season, we're looking at the assist prop here, and Denver are giving up one, two, three, four, five, the 7th most assists to the point guard position. And over the course of the season, this is the rest of their line. 24 assists. And then the threes they are there. They're there. They're there. You just got to go out there and make them, which Fred VanVleet can be very disappointing when it comes to making threes. Sometimes he'll go out there and sell the fuck out you, right? Straight up. I ain't bullshit. And his assists. But I do like his assists today. I do, right? I like the spot for him. I do. So I lean towards the over assist for him. I think the threes should be in play as well. I don't know if I got it over there. I'll put it over there for right now. I don't know if I had it set over there. Jalen Green has been on one when it comes to rebounds here. Um, when it comes to balling in general, but he goes out there and laid a stinker last game. So I don't know what's going to happen with Jalen Green. His numbers are sitting at 21 points, 4.5 rebounds. I probably just take a rain check on him, even though I'm loving this matchup for him. Historically, I didn't look at his numbers historically. 6 of 10 last time they played on January 10th for 15 for threes, but his last 5 of his last 6 games, he's went over 25 points. He's been murdering their ass, right? So it is what it is. That's historically. Um, Amin Thompson, he's killing the rebound game at 8.5. He's over this number in 10 of his last 10 games. So that's a hit rate, monstrous hit rate for you. Historically versus Denver, um, the one game he played this year he went over, right? So he's a monster rebounder, right? He's going to be in play. He played 35 minutes last game. He's back, right? So it is what it is. Rebounds, points plus rebounds, whatever you want to do, I think it's in play. Dylan Brooks is a no for me, right? I ain't going to his rebounds. He's probably an under candidate. Uh, Azure Thompson, you insert Azure Thompson in the lineup who's getting 10 rebounds out of fucking nowhere. I can't fuck with his rebounds. It's at 3.5 at plus money right now. I ain't going. Even though the spot is decent with power forwards, he'd be playing power forward. He might be playing small forward. I ain't even gonna touch on that. But 8 of the 10 games they giving up this rebound prop, of course, because it's very low. I think I don't even know how this shit's gonna shake out. And then Alper Sengun, last time these two teams played, he did come close to a triple double. So he had 29 and 8. Historically, Alper Sengun has dropped dimes on these boys. And at the end of the day, Joker is one of his favorite players. So right here, this last time Joker did not play, he had 8 assists. Games prior to that, Joker was in the lineup, and he had been giving Joker he'd been giving Joker some work. 20, 23, 21, 22. And he got a game without Joker with potentially somebody like Aaron Gordon guarding him. Yeah, okay. Okay. You never know. He might, triple double might be incoming. You never know. Let me see something. Plus 2,500 for a triple double for him. I know he's got a few of them last season. On this season? What has he done? He probably got one this season. This season he's got three triple doubles this season. Never know. Never fucking know, right? The last game, what we got? I gotta get on the grill. I gotta do all types of stuff. This last game here is I didn't even take a glance at this game, bro. I didn't even look at this game. Let me refresh this. I'm checking the injury news right now on my other monitor. I flipped it sideways, so that's why you see me looking up because it's tall as hell now. KJ Martin available to play. Jaden Springer available to play. I ain't even gonna lie, I got a brain fart. I forgot who these motherfuckers even play for. Oh, probably Charlotte. Jaden Springer plays for Charlotte. KJ Martin plays for who? Charlotte. Mm. Damn, I got a brain fart. I'm gonna have to check that out. Springer and Martin. Springer and Martin. I need to see. I think that's Charlotte. Who the fuck do they play for? I'm tripping. I'm tripping for real, for real. Um, hey, sometimes you get those times. Um, yeah, man. OKC. Um, Jalen Williams out. Dort is interesting here. He's questionable. Interesting to know if he's coming back, right? And then on the Clippers side, I expect everybody to be in. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Um, Off the back, I really wanted to. Man, it's gonna be interesting here, right? Mm, he gonna get some. He gonna get some Chris Dunn today. Oh, let's see what's gonna happen. Fuck, he gonna get some Chris Dunn today. Um, shit, who they put Dort on? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do in this situation here, right? SGA gonna be SGA. I don't really even have to talk about that, right? Um, I really think Dort goes today, so you could probably look at Dort for some rebounds. He's over his rebounds in 7 of the last 10 games at 3.5, and the defense is giving it up in 8 of their last 10 games, including 8 games straight, right? So the 3.5 rebounds, I have to put that over there because it's going to be in play. He's going to go out there and play some 3 and D. Wiggins, I don't know what I want to do with that. Chet Holmgren, his 15.5 points. I do like it, right? I do like it. I have no choice but to like it, and I'm playing it, right? I'm salty. If I had to catch it on, I'm gonna see if I can catch it on one of these pickup sites. But at that 15 and a half, I'm gonna have to play it. I'm gonna have to play it. I'm gonna have to play it. Isaiah Hardenstein, the rebounds for him. I'm gonna have to look at his rebounds. Let's see. Hmm, 9.5. Double double should get good plus money there. Plus 190. Plus 190. Don't know if I'll get to it. I lean towards the over rebounds for him. Don't know if I'll get to his. He's been over his points probably. Shit, he's got double digit points in 9 of his last 10 games. So it is what it is with that situation. But he's got a double double and double digit points in 2 of the last 2 matchups, including did one this year. That's gonna be interesting. Very interesting. Carl, I mean, this boy been off. I've been on fire to this 20.5 line. Of course, it's bumped down a little bit because of the matchup, but 10 of 10, he's over his number here. Oh, James Harden been playing some ball. He's got a double double in 2 games versus his teams this season, and that came in rebounds. Mm, mm. To my Zubac, yeah, Zubac been a beast. This is a little faster. semi-fast matchup too. Zubac, he can get busy in this spot. Harden has rebounded the ball very well versus them. What's his lines? 5.5, 3.5 threes. Man, parlay piece. Under 3.5 threes for him is minus 186. I might consider taking the under there. He's went on last 3 games. He's went under on this line on this number. Prior to this last 3 games, he went over, but last 3 games he's under in threes and over in rebounds by a mile. Maybe I'll consider his threes under at 3.5. Maybe I'll consider that. Rebounds is interesting, man, versus this team because they can give up a lot of interesting rebounds. Chris Dunn, it's nothing for me. I can't do nothing for him. Um, Norman Powell, 27 minutes, hooked me on the points not hooked me. He just didn't get there on the points last game. 27 minutes though, that was a good sign. I think he should be ready to go to 30 this game. So if you feel like that, if you feel, whatever you feel about him going out there getting 30 minutes and this 2.5 rebounds, be my guest, right? 2.5 rebounds is very low. It's not a big rebounder though. 2.5. This defense has given it up an 8 of 10. I'll put it to the side because I'm going to like the spot. The threes, I'm probably going to have interest in this threes too though. I'm probably going to, at 2.5 at plus 152. I'm going to have interest in this threes. Defensive shot profile. OKC, pull up threes. Catch and shoot threes. OKC. Catch and shoot threes. 1, 2, 3, number 4. And then we can take a look at Norman Powell here. Catch and shoot points. He's averaging about 6. That could be threes, right? So catch and shoot points. 3. That's a 3. That's probably a 3 and a 2. This is a 3 here versus Charlotte. 0 here versus the Lakers. 17 here in February versus Utah. You know those were threes. Yeah. I think he can hit his threes. Harden 8 of 10 on his 3-line last 10 games. Yeah, I might take a rain check on that. I don't know how they're going to guard him, man. I don't know who's going to guard who. I don't know. Who do they throw? I don't even know who they throw. This is going to be crazy, right? I don't know. If you got Hardenstein and Chet out there, then who the fuck guards who, right? So do they just put Dort on who? Who they put Dort on? They put Dort on Harden, SGA on, or Kawhi? No, I don't know who. No, Chet gonna have to guard Kawhi. That's one thing. Then I'm gonna like the threes this game. I'm not gonna like the threes for Harden. I'm gonna like the threes for Powell and Powell and that's what I'm gonna like. The threes for Powell and Kawhi, right? Catch and shoot threes. If they put Dort on, I don't know who they put Dort on him to force the ball out of Harden's hands or just make him pass. Then they're gonna have to make shots. As we can see right here, they catch and shoot 3. OKC is giving it up, but these are attempts, right? They catch and shoot 3-point attempts. They don't mean makes, but the motherfuckers who they pass to, they gotta make them. Then you look at the what else? The corner 3-point attempts. They giving up those in attempts as well. That's OKC. They're giving up the 3rd most catch and shoot 3-point attempts. So you're gonna have to find these boys. You're gonna have to find these boys. They're gonna have to make the shot. They're gonna have to make the shot, right? So looking at now, I looked at Norman Powell, right? We know he's averaging. You might as well say 6 catch and shoot points. His 3-point prop right now is 2.5 at plus 152, right? He's played this team in 4 games, so the numbers, everything is lined up. He's been hitting his shit. That's all that is. Versus the team. January 2nd, he was broke. The 5th, he went 5 for 8, 3 for 6, and 4 for 9, right? You just got to be able to make the shit. You got to be able to make them. So Kawhi Leonard, this season, he ain't played them this season, right? So they're giving up the catch and shoot threes. I could take a look at Kawhi Leonard, right? He's been hitting the 3 of late. Take a look at Kawhi Leonard. I know his shit probably catch and shoot. So he's averaging 6, about, no. Pull up points. 3-pointers made, 2. 3-pointers attempt, 5. This is average. Catch and shoot points here. These are threes, right? 3 versus Memphis, 6 versus Cleveland, 3 versus Charlotte, 0 versus Atlanta, 9 versus the Pelicans. That was probably 3 threes. And then pull up points, right? And then you couple that with the fact that he's been going crazy. And I rewind that. I would like Kawhi Leonard's points here at 20.5. Give me the over points for Kawhi Leonard. Right? Give me the over points. I couldn't even talk you off a double-double here for Kawhi Leonard because the rebounds will be there, truth be told. I think he can beat Chet to the boards, but I ain't even going to go there with the rebounds, though. But I think they'll be there. But as of late, the boy cooking, right? He's averaging 36 minutes in his last 10, shooting the ball very efficient. 7 for 19, 12 for 20, 11 for 21, 9 for 16, 12 for 19, 9 for 12. The 3, 5 for 6, 3 of 4, 1 of 4, 4 for 8. Just give me the regular points. Forget the threes for Kawhi Leonard. Give me the points. I'll take the threes for Norman. Kawhi Leonard could find Norman, and everybody can find Norman, right? Because Kawhi Leonard been getting assists as of late, 5, 4, 4. Give me the points for Kawhi. Give me the threes for Norman. I'll live with that. Right? I'll live with that. That's where more of the value is at to me, right? I don't feel the need I have to get to SGA. This game could end up being pretty good, or it could be bad, right? I could be wrong as fuck. Zubac been a wagon, right? He's been a wagon. One game he had a monster game versus these guys. Then he had a 9 for 12 and an 11 and 9 game. So whatever you want to do with Zubac, be my guest. He's been a wagon though, bro. He's been killing it. He's been a wagon, right? Make me still like James Harden assists for some reason, man. Make me still like James Harden assists. He's got a double-double in 9 of his last 10 games. You can get that as a parlay piece at a minus 290, right? I like that as a parlay piece right now as a minus 290. I should have got that shit last night. Probably would have been a minus 250. But at the end of the day, you don't have to put that much with it to get to a plus money in parlay. So I would use the double-double. I don't mind the double-double. I don't. Even a parlay piece at a parlay piece, I don't mind it. All right, that sums it up, man. That sums it up for me. This shit went longer than I thought it did. I didn't. Let me refresh this shit one more time. All right, so look, I forgot what I'm gonna put to the side. Dennis Schroeder, sneaky play here, 1.5 threes in the absence of Tim Hardaway, right? Last game he played 30 minutes. He hit his threes, he hit his points, and he also hit his assists. The hit rate for Max Struss. I didn't put everybody else. I don't think I did, but they're going against Utah, so Utah tanking whatever. But the spot for his 3.5 threes is nice. Also his PRAs, his spot for everything for him is nice. Even and then I didn't put Darius Garland. The 6.5 assists is in play. The spot for him is nice. Darius Garland, 6.5 assists. LaMelo Ball, like the rebounds versus this team here. And then, historically, we target this Miami team with a assists and point guard threes. But last time these two teams played was on March 10th, and Charlotte pulled it out. The usage was concentrated. Mark Williams had himself a game. 35 for Bridges, and LaMelo Ball had a double-double. So it is what it is, right? The 4.5 rebounds, official play for me. I'm taking it. I'll just leave it at that. Um, uh, um, 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 I went past Evan Mobley. Love this spot for Evan Mobley going up against Utah. You know what it is already. Speaking of Utah, keep an eye out for the guards. The guards, Sexton, I just don't know when these guys really want to come in and fully try to put belt to ass. But if Sexton and Claxton feel like they want to put belt to ass today, they can, right? They can get busy versus this Cleveland backcourt. Anthony Simons, RJ Barrett, 21.5 points is too low, but we know this team is tanking. That's something for you to decide. Anthony Simons, the spot for him looks great for the rebounds plus assists. The 1.5 threes for Kamara, the spot is great for him, as along with Denny Avija. The defense is giving it up in 6 of their last 10 games to both of these guys. We need to see who's going to be in and out of the situation. Christian Braun, over a half a three. You got to like it, right? Win, lose, or draw. He got to go out there and make one at a minus 160. Parlay piece. Kelly O. I like his points. I have interest in his points, right? With this team, the injuries on this team here, I have interest in his points and his rebounds. Maybe his assists. You never know. His PRAs, whatever. Historically, we've targeted this team. Versus Power Force Detroit. As you can see, Detroit giving up the second most points to the power forward position. It's on paper right there. That's why I like it. But we've been dealing with this situation all season long. If you're going to put Tobias Harris on him, if he's going to be aggressive, there's a good chance he can hit his points. Malik Beasley over 3.5 threes. You already know what he's going to do. Either he's going over or under, but one thing I'm telling you, he's going to give you a chance. His threes are in play. Azure Thompson, I'm not going to his rebounds, but they are in play. Devin Vassell, his threes are in play here versus Toronto. Harrison Barnes, you got to give it consideration for the 1.5 threes. For him, the rebounds, I fall back. Sohan, he's taking 17 shots a game. If he's taking 17 shots and his points probably sitting at 15.5, I have to have interest in it. Jamal Shead, the 1.5 threes is sitting at a plus 140. I like the spot for it. I don't know if I'll get there, but I like the spot for it. I think even if they pull the guards, they pull R.J. Barrett, they pull Scotty Barnes, I still think Jamal Shead will be out there. Good plus money for the 1.5 threes. I'm just saying, don't mean I'm going there. Probably won't. Take that down. Fred VanVleet, like the spot for the 2.5 threes. Also, I like the spot for his assist prop. Probably won't go there. Dort, 3.5 rebounds. I can see instances where he gets there, he'll be out there. 15.5 points for Chet Holmgren, give it to me. Norman Powell, 2.5 rebounds. I like the spot, but I also like the 2.5 threes at whopping plus 140 something, I think. So give me the 2.5 threes for him. Give me the 20.5 points for Kawhi Leonard, and the double-double is a parlay piece for Ivica Zubac. Let's get this money. Let's get in. Let's get out. Let's get out of here, man. Peace out. Happy Sunday. See you guys Monday. MLB is upon us.